Good afternoon, Sir's Crew. Good evening, even, Sir's Crew. My name is Turner, Ace Windfall. Ready for takeoff. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome in. Hi. We're back. Part 2 of our Air Shakur career playthrough. Last Monday, we had started this bad boy up because it took me 180 X pulls to get the girl, but we got the girl. We got the dupe because I was just at the thing, and because of that, we now have a fully unlocked Shakur, a fully potted potential Shakur, different type of pot, and then I don't have any hints on it because I those are a little bit more rare of a resource, and I didn't feel like burning anything right now, especially because I don't think it matters for this first one because we're just doing the career playthrough just to enjoy her story. But yeah, that's where we're at. Also, what's a Gabriel? Welcome in. Hi. Gabriel, you're just in time. I did my dailies today already. Okay, I think I completely missed out on the champions meet. These things are awful. I'm really bad at doing them because they're like, you have 2 days to sign up, and then you have to go in at 2 specific days to do the thing, and then you have to go in for the next 2 specific days to do the next thing. And you miss the first day, and then you miss everything. It's messed up, man. Just enough for what? Good question, because I definitely did not immediately go off on a different thing that I meant to say. You're just in time for the continuation of Air Shakur's Umamusume Unity Cup Shine On Team Spirit Career Story Mode Enjoyment Session game with me, Ace Windfall. Last we left off, I completely forgot what her important race was, and so I have eggs on my face for that. But what we've done is with Air Shakur, our trainee, we got her. I said, I'm gonna be your trainer, and she said, bet. But don't worry, you don't need to do anything. I have a computer, Parcelle, Parasite, and that's gonna do everything for me. You just gotta like be there to like handle some of the nitty gritty, the little other bits. And I was like, sure, whatever, I can do that. And her computer, Parse, said that she was gonna lose the derby by 7 centimeters, basically by like a nose. And because of that, the entire goal up until that point was to try to shrink that gap. And for the longest time, we didn't think it was possible, but after winning the Hopeful Stakes, but more importantly, the Kikwa show. The Satsuki show? The Satsuki show. I think Kikwa show is the other one. I think. Yeah, Satsuki show is the first one, Kikwa show is the last one. After winning the Satsuki show, yeah, because my next thing is the Kikwa show. That's why my brain thought that. After winning the Satsuki show, it went from a 7 centimeter deficit to a 3 centimeter deficit. And because of that, the potential was there and it was realized. This entire time, Air Shakur's been having like nightmares about like losing and not like being up to snuff. But then on the day that it all matters, she's able to clutch it out. She's able to win. She doesn't look at the data beforehand, but I looked at the data beforehand, and it like the deficit shrunk to 0, which is the telltale sign that me, the trainer, the best trainer that I am making an impact on my trainee's life. And I'm helping to further her career. And so now that we've overcome that, anything is possible is the theory, because the next step in her career that she's going to have a hurdle with theoretically is, she said, Parse, my super smart AI, said that I would win the Satsuki show, which she did. She would lose the derby by 7 centimeters. She would win the Kikwa show, and then she would not win anything else for her entire rest of her career. And so we've already proven one thing wrong. Now we got to prove the other thing wrong. I have a big nose, but it's nowhere near 7 centimeters. But like the real life horse, that's 7 centimeters, I think. Also, when I say nose, I don't actually, like, I don't know how, because in horse race terms, it's like, you lose by a nose, you lose by a head, you lose by a length, right? Or a neck. Head, nose, head, neck, length, right? And so I think a nose is equivalent to 7 centimeters. It was a very small thing in the grand scheme of things. 7 centimeters is roughly 3 inches. Yes, roughly 3 inches. Someone fact check me on that. I think it's like 2.5 inches. Which, yeah, that's a horse nose. Yeah. All right, now then, let's. Oh, also it's summer vacation now time, right? Ha. Both in real life and without, as evidenced by the fact that it's burning hot here. Oh my god, get me out. So yeah, we have summer vacation is this following week. We don't have anything here or here. I don't have anything signed up either. Oh, we can do the Takarazuka Kinan. That's actually not a bad idea. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Hey, what's up, Shania? Hi, welcome in. Hope you're doing well, Shania. I think we're about to do a Takarazuka Kinan just to get some points in here. Thank you, Shania. Hi. We just started our career that we started last Monday, Ashanier, and so we're taking our trainee Air Shakur here, who took us way too long to pull last time, through the second half of her career, because last time we had done her junior year all the way up until the Derby, and now we just gotta finish it out. Thank you. Also, we have our team thing, but we don't have to worry about that much. The big thing I need to worry about then is having high energy going into summer break, which between summer break and this coming up, and we don't have items, which is kind of weird. The last couple careers I did were in Mant / whatever the global term for it is. I hear people call it Mant all the time, so I've internalized that in my head. But like, I like the items because when it gets to summertime, you just get to burn all your stamina items, and you just get to do like the perfect summer break. It's great. Enjoy your life, by the way. Hi. So yeah, I think for here, we just go into this. I think we actually might do the recreation even. I kind of want to say that in a way, but at the same time, this is a good like kill two birds with one stone. It won't get my energy up as much as like a big pull on the rest will, but this is just solid, and it gets me through her story bits, which if I can do all 5 of these, then I get a nice little reward at the end. Yeah, only getting 30 energy off, that's not crazy. But then we get to go to race. Actually, before you race, do I have any good skills? I let it auto pick my my legacy, and it picked the Seiyun Sky, which I'm realizing Seiyun Sky probably good for stats with her S+ and with these two. And if we can get her red shift, that'd be really good, I think. Though, I mean, honestly, I forgot what the conditions are, if there are any for red shift. That might be a different... Like, these ones might be interesting, but Seiyun Sky's angling and scheming is not the play for Shakur's style, since this requires us to be like near the lead for it. Yeah, and a lot of the other stuff we're getting is from that. Or no, this was from something else, I think. It might have been from her though. I know, Wisteria. I agree with that statement. I've thought about that every so often when it's like I don't like. I know what U equals MA squared does, but it's like it really feels like they should tell you what they do. A spark that gives you a hint for this. It's like you can tell me what the thing does. In fact, you should just replace the spark that gives you the hint for that. Like, I don't, it's very questionable. And I don't know if maybe that is a quality of life that they might do at some point. I don't know what it is like on JP or if it's just been like that the entire time, but they need, I do agree. It's kind of annoying. Also, something I looked at, I ended up looking at one of the guides between last week and this week. Some people run her more as for mediums instead of longs, which I don't. Obviously, this career is just for funsies. It's just to get to have a fun time and enjoy Air Shakur's story. But like real talk, I don't know if I want to run her as a medium or a long in the long run, right? Because she can do both fairly effectively, and I don't think she has anything that necessarily puts her in either one. Theoretically, you can just run her in both, but I don't know, like for my team, right? What if the skill spark gives the skill? See, I know! Oh, gee. I wonder what this does. I guess in a way, like, yeah, there are ones that, I'm gonna be actually honest, I didn't know that's what that meant. Whenever you get, like, sparks for, like, these, I learned something today. My bad. I thought the sparks for, like, races helped you win that race. I didn't realize they were just, oh. It increases guts and gives a skill hint for that. Okay, so there are some that do that. But some of them are just, I didn't like the whole, oh, these are for, no, what? that. That some of the like race sparks just give you straight up speed and stamina. I guess I usually see ones that just give you the Tokyo race course, but there are some that just straight up give you stats, which are arguably better. Because like outside of like the very end of career, I don't know if you're pulling for the green skills that much, unless you're really hardcore going into the like the cup mindset of I need to get an Uma for this cup where I know it's gonna be on Tokyo race course, it's gonna be sunny, it's gonna be a right-handed track, and it's gonna be dry, tough turf. Like outside of like that hyper-specific situation, for the layman, for the casual, greens mean nothing. But yeah, frontrunner's not really great. She's gonna be running as an encloser. Any of the encloser stuff is really good for us. Yeah, encloser. We can also run her as a late searcher, but encloser is the more what I'm generally building for here. Getting this won't be crazy. We're gonna do the Takarazuka Kina, that's what we're looking at, right? Which is gonna be a medium. But yeah, I think if I can just get a nice encloser thing. Slightly move up in preparation to close the gap when positioned towards back late race. That's not bad. Increase acceleration on a straight and last spurt. That's not terrible either. We have this one, which I think is the better get. And I don't know if anyone's going to give me a hint on this. I know for a fact no one's going to give me a hint on this. I didn't even know this was a skill until she came out. Like, I don't know if there are cards that give you this yet, and if they are not super meta right now. I guess the reason you run her as a medium is because she gets the access to this medium gold skill. Because her gold skills from pots are elated and this, which obviously this is really good. But yeah, elated is just straight up medium. So I guess I see why people run her medium more than long. The Eora and Unicups ones, yeah, the final boss ones, the final act ones. What do they actually give you? TS Climax, I mean, expect to increase the stamina and guts. That's fine. Oh, I don't know if I'll find anything because I feel like a lot of people are gonna have the TS ones. Track Star Blazer or whatever. That's what the thing is called, by the way. I was calling it Mant, the JP name. Ooh, okay, these are not on the same thing. Okay. Takarazuka Kina, here we go.
What?
Don't talk to me. I'm just starting my final check. Now all I gotta do is run the program and show off my code. Okay. You can talk now. Let's win this.
Ah.
I know. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hey. I like these. That's the other thing. I always forget, like, you get the little, cute little... It's such a fun game. I love it. I miss Idolmaster so much, guys. Dude. I miss it so much. This is exactly like before Alive and Idolmaster, where you're like with your typically 3 idols as your unit, and they say like, oh boy, I can't wait to do well at the live, and then when it's the big live, you guys all put your hands and you go, oh, right? Like it's warms the kokoro of my Doki Doki or whatever. Mans are probably good. I just haven't been as involved lately. It's really, if you haven't done Mant itself this year, I think it's a really fun time. It was a bit like of a hurdle, or it seemed scary to me at first, but it actually is really fun using the items. You've done that? Okay. So you know. I miss Idol Manager. Very different game, Gabriel, but I feel the feelings that you're feeling in your heart right now, I think. We were talking yesterday, Gabriel, about Lobo Corp, which is not Idol Manager, but in my head I combine them next to each other. This is completely unrelated because I think the things you liked about Idol Manager and I think the things that were really fun about Idol Manager were the idol aspect of it and the creating service crew members aspect of it and the hot goss that came out of it. But like, it could just completely unrelated. I just wanted to talk about that. Probably done like 20 runs solo. You've done more than I have. Good God. Here's the Nukiyashi. Hi. It does need more Haru. I have 0 Haru on the screen actually. I wanted to like point out like, oh, I have a Haru, but like no, I'm not even running anything. I don't know if the so screw anyone that is an Uma knower, what's the Guts build about? Is it that you just run? Because I know Haru has the Guts card, which I have it maxed out because it was a free friendship one, right? But like, I don't know how you do a guts build. Is it just you run guts because you get all like 3 to 4 stats from it? And is it like, I don't know. It doesn't. I don't see the vision with it. I feel like I'm missing something. I need to like actually watch someone play it. But I've never done that. I've only ever heard people talk about it. Here's a Dolly 1 minute. Hi. I still don't do it right since I should be getting S+ probably, or SA, SS. Or if you're really goated, you get the UG, but I feel like that's for the whales at this point. Eventually we'll be getting UGs with Syria, but not for probably another 2 seasons. Okay, yeah. I ended up not buying any skills. We just won this. I think it's Guts Wit deck with Stamina and Inheritance. But my question with that is, like, do you, like, how do you get to, do you try to get 1200 speed? Or is it, yeah, do you just keep running Guts to get 1200 speed? I don't know, it feels really weird, and I feel like I'm missing something with it, but... It was definitely the right call to adjust the data. Reference. Accuracy's way up. Huh? What are you staring at? That was an incredible run. I don't, like, yeah, whatever. That was an incredible run. Yeah, it went just as calculated. This goes a ways to prove that I'm right, but it's still not quite enough. Actually, hold on. Someone mentioned this last week, and I was like, no, I'm better than this. But you know what? Not that I'm better than this, but, like, I do actually want to turn off, for the rest of this run at least. Where is the... Display up that pop-up, no. Truck we're non G1, no. Oh, there we go. Turn this off. That way I can, like, definitely not even, like, glance over there, right? Here's the Bracos, welcome in. Hi. You say it again like I do it often. I only did it last week. And that's because we're playing with only the one horse girl Bracos. Her name is Shakur, and she's the best horse girl, as said by me. I need to produce even more overwhelming results and make everyone who's been spouting garbage eat their words. Shiro? Or Machikana Fukutaro. There we go. I think we need skills for this. Again, because like the only skill I would want is the end closer on straights. And I don't think I have anyone that gives me a hint on that, but I'm gonna be greedy and just hold off on that as long as I can. Obviously we do the highest rank because we win. Obviously we do the second highest rank because we win these. I'll be safe. I'll be safe. I might have been able to win the top one, but I don't actually know if I would have been able to win the top one. One. 2. 3. Okay, so we're safe. And the big one. Look at her. We got Mambo. Summer camp year 2. This is the first summer camp then, yeah. Summer camp has arrived. Shakur is determined to get in tip-top form for the Kikua show, and for the new future it will bring. Nah. Summer camp's an essential period. The growth I can achieve here will have a direct impact on my future. I've reorganized our training schedule. I'll make changes as necessary, but this will be the main plan. Got it. You seem awfully gung-ho. I really am terrifically excited. I've gone over all the relevant training so much that I know it by heart. I'm gonna be useful this time. There's no way Shakur can use her computer the whole time in this blazing heat. I pulled an all-nighter and memorized as much important data as possible, so that I'll be ready when she has to put the computer away. He says that, but he doesn't know that I'm currently using a computer in blazing heat. Arguably a worse one. It took me until the day of the derby itself to do something truly helpful, so I want to use this summer camp to improve my own skills as a trainer. You can ask me anything. It's already all decided. I don't need you for anything. Wait. I guess you can carry my water bottle. Sure. Don't go bursting up blood vessels from all the excitement. Seriously. There's no point getting excited. At all. Got it! Yeah. You don't get it. It's kind of difficult to tell which one of them is supposed to be the trainer. And so begins our summer camp of blazing growth. Okay, so I'm probably gonna have to rest at least one time during the summer camp. This is good though. It gets us a pop on this, it gets us a grow on this, and it gets us a good one here. Yes, during summer camp too. Yeah, I need to take this now, and then we'll rest on the next turn and hopefully not die. Let's go up. Up tempo, that's good. Wait, do we already own? We don't already have up tempo, do we? We've ramped up. Which one's up tempo? I feel like it's a good one. It's the medium one. Okay. We might go for medium. I don't have any. Yeah, I don't have anything specifically too long right now. We could turn her into a medium racer. But yeah, low energy, so we need to rest. It's gonna give us 50. So I think here what I want to do is go for... I want to go for wit here just because it gets me a free get. And that way we can definitely do a training on the last day, because these aren't super great. That's kind of how I've been always approaching summer camp in the non-scenarios when you're not like crazy high energy. You go for like one, you rest, you go for wit, or for a good one on the second one, and then you go for the actual one. You basically get two really good trainings with a wit one as like a filler, but like it's a high wit one, and you typically have to rest. Shakur follows her self-devised summer camp training schedule as planned. It's way too damn hot. Well, it's going as planned except for Shakur's increasingly rough tone. Enough. Let's take a break first. I grab some drinks and come back to find Shakur reviewing race footage. Is this that British race from the other day? Yeah. Shakur is deeply engrossed in her analysis. Watching her, I can almost picture her running in the UK one day.
Nah.
Curious? Huh?
Ora.
It's alright. I'll show you. I just finished gathering all the data I need. I'm creating a simulation that'll show how well I could hold my own in top international races. Shakur presses the enter key and an aerial view of the track appears on the screen. 7 marker arrows are lined up at the starting gate. Oh, this is adorable.
Nah.
The blue one is me. Watch carefully. When the race begins, the arrow markers move along the course. Shakur hangs at the rear of the pack before making a move from the far outside lane on the final straight. However, I can't gain ground. The 5th marker makes a move at the same time and effortlessly speeds past the finish line while Shakur finishes 5th. Well, it's pretty much what I expected. This race course has harsher elevation changes than Nakayama, making it a tougher race in general. If we included in our current race schedule, this would be the outcome. The other runners are just too far above my level, both in terms of abilities and experience. It's a big world out there. Seeking the pearl. Exactamente. It's a big world. You could say it's too big even. Not you, Pearl. This is Seeking the Pearl, a well-traveled Umamusume who has achieved great success in G1 races around the world. Don't be so bashful, Shakur. You know you're welcome to think of me as Big Sis.
Come on.
Go ahead and try again. Ready? Ready? Oh, Shakur. Shy as always, are we? You're what they call le chat beauty à la mode. By the by, it seems the two of you wish to become more worldly, no? No, nobody said that. I can answer any questions you might have. It's nothing, really. Ask me anything about the world's finest cuisines, breathtaking sightseeing spots, or legendary tales. My head is a suitcase stuffed with worldly wisdom.
Come on.
What would you like to know? Fire away. No need to hold back. Shakur. She's gone into noise-canceling mode. I think seeking the pearl may actually have some fascinating stories to share, and I'd like to show some appreciation for taking the trouble to offer. Ooh. I kind of like the tips for traveling the world. This seems fun, but I feel like this won't be necessarily impactful, but you could turn it into a way that it would be impactful in a way of like what you should and shouldn't eat, or like the health habits and the diets of people around the world, but generally just giving the tips is kind of fun. Oh, yes! But of course. Well then, shall we take a stroll around the globe? Right now? That's right. We have the means to do so right before our very eyes. Is it our imaginations? We only have to look as far as your computer. Uh-oh. No.
Let's go!
Are you ready? Then we're off on our journey around the world. Airshaker pushes the enter key and a world map appears. It's just like we're taking a leisurely stroll across it. If I had to sum up the trick to navigating the world, I would say it takes guts. Dang it, I picked the guts answer. Guts.
Okay.
That's right, guts. Oh, guts. Oh yeah, guts. Will you two shut the hell up? There goes the illusion. You're spouting nonsense.
What?
If you're gonna give us tips, make them useful. Like how to pick the best routes, the traits of different race courses, or how to fit them into your race schedule, something like that. But having guts is useful. What you're essentially saying is that preparing to travel takes time and should be given proper consideration. Then, first and foremost, you need to find the guts to follow through with your plans and the guts to deal with whatever unexpected things come your way once you're there. You need the guts to ask yourself whether you should really consider traveling the world, and where the world you desire truly lies. I see. If you ever do decide you'd like to go out into the world, don't hesitate to ask. Yeah, right. Guts. Alright, what do we got? This isn't bad. It gets me... I wish there was more than just the one friendship, or the one unity boost. Ooh, this might be better for me. It has 3 unity boosts, which are really nice. It's still the one hit there. This would give me a... Both of them will allow me to get a burst with a character as well. Yeah, this one. Theoretically, I'm going to be training speed a lot anyway. So doing a little power this line, I think. I've completed all my goals. The summer camp leading up to the Kikwa show appears to have been a highly satisfying training experience for Shakur. All that's left is to find a good place to feed Parse the data on what we've achieved. Looks like the Kikwa show might be a bigger deal than I anticipated. Shakur can now speak about her future without trouble. It's a very touching sight, on the one hand. But ultimately, I wasn't able to fill Parse's place. I wiped myself out just prepping for camp, then worked myself ragged the whole trip. I barely even slept. Sorry. Why? You want all you want for all I care. But
What?
you're sitting with someone else on the bus back. Huh? I feel like Taekyon was sitting next to me before. You saying you want to sit next to her? No, not per... Then who cares? You're next to Cafe now. She keeps quiet, so you can sleep if you want. Wow. You would sit next to Taekyon yourself for that? I didn't realize you care about your trainer a lot. I have no idea what you're talking about. It's just about efficiency. Need my trainer to take every opportunity to sleep. Won't have any screw-ups in my training due to exhaustion. Thank you. But are you really okay leaving your trainer with us? I thought you weren't comfortable with my friend's presence. Not my problem. I'm sitting somewhere else. Thanks to some maneuvering on Air-Shakur's part, I sleep well on the journey back to the academy. She cares about me. Yes, good. 2 out of 3 down for the gold skill, whose name I'm blanking on. Corner adept. No, the other one. Professor Curvature. There we go. Oh god, I feel like I should know which these ones are. I think this one gets you the skill, and this one gets you the stats. We're gonna go for this one. Actually, wait, no. Wait, I had said before that I was gonna look at those when it's not actually important. I didn't need to like handicap myself like that. I could actually just look. Forgot my own the own things I set for myself. I mean, it's a good. If I rest now, I get 2 good days, I think. So I think I go for recreation here. And I think I do this one, yeah. It's not a lot of energy, but I think it's enough energy that I can then do training the next 2 days and be fine. Oh, this gets you Fast and Furious. I thought it was gonna be a Fast and Furious is Late Surger, not kind of close. We could use it theoretically, but it would change our game plan a lot if we did. No Rainbow Skills is kind of unfortunate. That's fine, but this gets me 2. Yes! Nice. What do I get? 1. Still good, though. 1 level of Professor Curvature. This is really good. It gets the burst on the speed skill, too. Okay, what do we want here? I think we just grab Professor. I doubt I'm gonna get any hints for Corner Adept. And it's just nice to have another skill to like do stuff. I think Uma is good enough as a recovery skill right now. This is a long. What's my stamina at actually? I think Uma's gonna be good enough for a recovery skill. Arguably, we can also just do Corner Adept since we do have this, and we're gonna get this at some point. We can do that and just grab. Oh, there's no. And Closer. So you're getting composure by calming down. I don't know if this actually gets me. I don't know how this actually works. If this is similar. Like, the regain energy, reduce fatigue, but regain composure feels not correct. That feels like it helps more with if you are rushed more than anything. I wish they were a little bit more consistent with wording. Or that like you could like tap and hold and it gives you like in plain English what the skills do, but... Alright, hit it. It's time for the final race of the classic Triple Crown. The audience at Kyoto Racecourse has high hopes for the Kiko show, and the mood is festive. Also, this is our chance to get the Triple Crown for Shakur. That is true. I could just pull up the Game Tour, Game 8, any of the sites. I know, yeah. And the hottest topic of conversation of all is, so this Air Shakur is pretty strong. Is she? She's a notch above the others in her year, but I guess you could also say that the others just aren't up to snuff. You reckon she'll be able to represent her whole year? That's pretty impressive. Through consistent training, we've successfully raised Air Shakur's stats to meet the parameters necessary for her to win the Kikwa show. But still, I wonder how this race will turn out. Who knows? The calculations Parse gave me before aren't applicable anymore, after all. The only thing I can do is keep all the different scenarios and variables we ran simulations of in mind. Like what? Like the state of the track, the condition of my opponents, mid-race developments. I memorized about 100 combinations to be safe. 100? I think that should be enough. It's my way of dealing with the unknown. My fate's already changed. I'm not gonna keep going down the path that was chosen for me. I'm gonna choose the route that'll lead me to victory for myself. I'll definitely find my way there. This won't be my last time in the spotlight. Yes! I love it. It's so classic, just like change your fate, take destiny in your own hands slop. But it's my destiny slop. Hit it. Let's see a Triple Crown champ be born, service crew. What are we up against? We're number 1 favorite, obviously. Special Week is here, which is... That feels like it could be scary. She generally can do good. Gold Ship could wild card herself in 3rd is a little bit worrisome. I don't think I'm really scared of anyone else, typically. Like, I don't think I've ever, in my careers that I've done, I've never really had issues with anyone else. I think it is, in this case, just the first 2. This is a long race. This is 3,000 meters, which is like one of the longer ones.
最強の称号を手にするのは誰だ。虎視眈々と上位を狙っています。3番人気はゴールドシップ。この評価は少し不満か。2番人気はこの子。スペシャルウィーク。スタンドに押しかけたファンの期待を一身に背負って、ここまで無敗。
The undefeated double crown star too. Don't forget about that.
悲願の3冠達成なるか。ゲートイン完了。出走の準備が整いました。
We're in close, so we're going to be near the end of the pack for a lot of this race, even though right now we seem in a good position, but I think it's just the camera. Yeah, you can see from this camera angle, but yeah, now the pack is starting to like spread out. Front runners up front, Bourbon up front, obviously.
このままリードすることができるか。2番手の位置で先頭を伺うのは5番1馬身離れて9番、さらにその外からは13番。まもなく第4コーナーカーブ、前から大きく開きました。隊列は縦長になっています。
仕掛けどころの難しいレースになりそうですね。
現在1番手はミホノブルボン、続いて5番9番3番手、その外並んで13番5番手2番1個目のホームストレッチです。少し離れて14番スーパークリーク、並びかけてきた内からエアシャカー、少し離れてゴールドシチ、少し後ろから10番。
I never look at the like distribution of strategies in the race. I feel like we're pretty far out. Because another influencer should be Gold Ship. I don't know if specialist and influencer are linked, or I feel like she might be able to do both.
どうでしょうこの展開。
ちょっとかかり気味かもしれないです。息を入れるタイミングがあればいいですが。
第1コーナー回って第2コーナー。さらにはミホノブルボン、さらに内から5番、さらに13番、4馬身離れて2番、1馬身差9番、スーパークリーク、並んできた。それを見るように14番、その後ろゴールドシチ、1馬身差1番、その後10番、2周目の向こう上面、各馬娘たちの動きが激しくなっています。さらに5番、さらに外からミホノブルボン、内から13番、2馬身差2番、その後ろにスーパークリーク、後ろ9番、14番、並んでくる2馬身差ゴールドシチ、エアシャカー、ここにいた。内には1番、そして外目をつきましてはマチカネフクキタ、残り 1000m を通過。その内並んで10番、外から11番、その後ゴールドシップ、その内並んで6番、エアシャカー、ここから仕掛けどころだ。さらには5番、ミホノブルボン、並びかけてきた。エアシャカー、第4コーナーカーブ、馬娘たちが
目が離せません。
まだ差がある。ここから先頭を捉える子は出てくるのか。この直線で勝負が決まる。
Yeah, you can see Gold Ship bursting out though.
2番手につけ様子を見守る。残り40、最終コーナーを渡って先頭エアシャカー、ゴールドシップ、食らいついてゆく。余裕な走りだ。2番手との差は縮まらず、これは勝負だ。残り200、エアシャカー、これは強い。余力を残したままエアシャカー、足色を衰えない。エアシャカー、強い走りだ。 このレースの主役は間違いなくこの子でした。
That's a triple crown
見
right
事
there.
三冠達成。
Seven!
今ここに最強の馬娘が誕生しました。2着は
Last stream, when I thought the Kikwa show was the one that I had to like worry about the 7cm gap on, I had said we're gonna turn that 7cm gap, that 7cm deficit into a 7 length victory. And I was wrong on what race that the gap was for, but I was right on the outcome. Past ace, I validated you. Congratulations. Haha. Oh, we should have watched that concert. Wait. Oh, dang it. I need to see. I assume Game Tour has it as well, but like, the only issue with that is, which actually, hold on, I'm gonna pull that up right now while I'm thinking about it. I want to see what songs Air Shakur actually can sing. Air Shakur, what type of band do you think will work? Can do Umamusume, Go This Way, Make Debut. Winning, she can't do Winning the Soul! No! I'm gonna hope that Winning the Soul is also what you get for winning the Japan Cup then. Dang it. We have ourselves a new Triple Crown champion, folks. Let's hear for the victor of the Satsuki Show, the Japanese Derby, and the Kikwa Show. King of the game. Air Shakur! She's carved her name into the annals of history as a Triple Crown champion. I'm a Triple Crown champion. Amazing. So this is how influential the title is. Huh. Dreams alone could change anything. Don't you think that would happen already? Maybe I should just give up. If I knew things would turn out this way, I would have said that stuff, even as a joke. So this is how it feels. Shakur?
Nah.
Did you hear? I'm a Triple Crown champion now. Title doesn't suit me one bit. Hell yeah! Whoa, she's laughing her head off. That must mean she's happy, right? Beats me. But what are we gonna do about the interview? She's the Triple Crown champion, so we definitely need a word or two from her. I really am a Triple Crown champion. I don't want to get near her right now. Triple Crown. Congratulations, Shakur. By the time all the post-race hubbub has settled down, Air Shakur is her usual level-headed self again.
Yes.
Now we can finally decide the agenda for my senior year. I want to keep the spring Tenno show and the Takarazuka Kinen as my goal races. Let's start there. When you say keep, you mean... Yeah. I'm gonna head down the optimal route that Parsec calculated for me. The one where every race ended in utter defeat. Essentially, I'm gonna take on the hardest race schedule this country has to offer. But if my fate's changed, then maybe the results have changed too. I need to crunch the numbers again.
No.
This year's Japan Cup should be good too. It'll have senior level runners, so it'll be a decent reference for what's to come. The Japan Cup is one of the most popular G1 races, and Umamusume from abroad are also invited to compete. But what I really want to know is... what place did Parse predict you would get? 14th. Practically dead last. That was the hand I was dealt and the fate I was destined to follow. Up until now, anyway. But that's all changed, so surely... Yeah, but that doesn't mean things are all good. For starters, I don't even know why Parse predicted I would lose that badly.
Yes.
But like I said, I'm going to challenge myself to take on the ultimate race schedule. Of course, that means going against some real monsters, especially considering this year's contenders. Anyway, that's a conversation for later. Gotta run the calculations again on my break and make a new training schedule based on the results.
No.
Look over it for me after I'm done. You got it. Just as we're about to part ways, I overhear a conversation from a nearby table. Wow. The Kikwa show had me on the edge of my seat the whole time. They even crowned a Triple Crown champion to boot. I had no idea Shakur was that talented. I was always too distracted by her obnoxious behavior and appearance to really notice. But forget about that. We got the Autumn Tenno show to look forward to. Do you think Opera O has it in the bag? Dun dun dun. You bet. She's ridiculously strong. We've got to grab some good seats to watch her win it.
Huh?
What are you doing? Are you staying here? I'm coming. Just tidying up our table. Just like that, the Kikwa show quickly falls out of the spotlight. It's hard not to be bothered by how fast people are moving on. So when did my fate change exactly? Was it during my debut race? No, that's not it. Must have happened earlier than that, but the only unexpected thing that happened at that stage was signing the trainer contract. Could that be it? To just show up and act like you can change things. So go ahead. Tell me how it'll be different with you. Did that idiot actually save me? Give me a break.
Oh.
Still, at the end of the day, I couldn't do it on my own. Next thing you know, I'm gonna start thinking this is some kind of conspiracy. Like, maybe this is all scripted and it never mattered what I want. Oh, whatever. I've come this far. Who cares if it's a fluke or not? I'm gonna make my next year my era, whether anyone likes it or not. After getting home, I reflect back on Shakur's performance today. She had an overwhelming presence and powerful strides. She was practically glowing on the track, but the most impressive thing was her determination to win. At first, I would have been content to see her overcome her fate and win. But now, I want more. I want more people to know about her. And not just people these days. I want people who don't even know about racing yet to learn about her and love her. I want her name to make it into the history books. That's the desire that's taken root inside me. They did get me, Yona. They've had me, in all honesty. I don't play it on stream a lot, just because we played a little bit, and like after you played it once, you kind of get it. And also, it comes in waves of like me wanting to play and me not wanting to play it. But yeah, we pulled Shakur last week, right, Yona? Which Shakur is my Umoshi. And we started her story, and now we're finishing her story. But, like, yeah, it got me. It's got Idolmaster's blood in it, effectively, which... Ah! No! I didn't know! Those hints for corner adept mean nothing for me. That could have saved me so many points, though. Look at her! I don't like this, though. It just says run in Japan Cup. It's not like getting a place in the Japan Cup. And it feels like the game is giving a lot of like weight to the Japan Cup in this scenario more than other scenarios do. Because typically doing it in your classic year it seems rare. And I think I saw in one of the guides that I kind of pulled up last week that it was like, watch out for her Japan Cup in the classic year. And now I'm like afraid this might be a Haru Urara runs the Urara runs the Arima Keenan kind of bit, right? What's up, Caitlin VA? I think that's it. I was trying to parse that as a full name, but let me know if I got that right. Hi, welcome on in. Very nice, by the way, very nice. I know that is a, they added the new special week as basically a free unit. If you like read the story and then do a race with her card and then like you do other things with this. Very nice, congrats, welcome in. All I can think is my brain jokingly going, we have Umas at home. Motions Casimiras and Narantuya. It's even more than that. You're gonna get even more Umas, right, Yona? Did you see the My Little Pony collab skins? Since you mentioned specifically Narantuya with your Umas. Cutter and JP, very, very nice. Nice. Shakur Lane. Oh, on the phone app. Meet me in the stands on campus in 30 minutes. Urshika's summons is abrupt and nondescript, but I figure I'll see what she needs me for once I get there. Look. These two are about to have a scrimmage. Oh, this is us scouting out who I'm gonna beat ferociously in the Japan Cup. Yeah, here we go. Now then, Doto, how's your throat? I assume your vocal cords are nice and warmed up for today? Out on the track stands Tiamopera O, a racer who's been crushing her senior year with win after win. Yes, ma'am. Wait, my throat. And with her is Meisho Dodo, a runner of equal ability who's allegedly biding her time to triumph over her rival. This is a fun fact for people that don't know. Meisho Dodo is apparently a very, 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 very strong horse. She's a once in a decade kind of Umamusume. But she was in the same year as a once in a century Umamusume, is what people typically say, or like a horse in this case. But like, yeah, like Meisho was actually kind of insane, but she just gets overshadowed because this is literally like a god king of horses. Should have had Rainbow Dash to the collab. Dude, yeah, they did. What did they have? They had Applejack, Twilight Sparkle, and what was the third one? Oh, Pinkie Pie. That's what it was. And instead of having Rainbow Dash and wait, also, what do you mean they did Twilight kind of dirty? Because it was with Lyn Teal. I was thinking that. I was thinking like, why did they go with Lyn? She's not even a horse. But it made sense to me in a way because they were both purple. I don't know what other purple characters in Arknights are Lyn, Tifon, and there's probably a few other ones, but there are no purple horses as far as I know, right? What's up, Biggie Big Sir? What went Hi. We're seeing you somewhere on social media. I've been trying to find you because you seem so chill. Thank you. Hi. If you mean social media, do you mean YouTube Shorts, or do you mean I literally don't know what else social media wise it would be, because if it's not from like YouTube Shorts or like from the YouTube in general, it would just be like the Twitter posts or whatever, and that's just, hey, I'm going live. Here's my thumbnail, which I don't know. Maybe that also comes off as cool. But hi, welcome in. I'm glad you're able to find me. I know who the characters they collab with are, but Twilight didn't look super Twilighty. Oh, I didn't even look at the sprites themselves. It said like, that's a horse. I think it was YouTube Shorts. I got too many accounts. Gotcha. Well, welcome in then. Hi. I forgot all their names, but Opera, the girl with the crown, love her. She's so good. She's really strong. Yona, last Tuesday, we did a watch-along in the Discord for the movie Umamusume Pretty Derby Beginning of a New Era, which is... I need to stress this every single time. I need to bring this up. It's a legitimately good movie, even if you don't like Umamusume. If you don't like Umamusume, I don't know if you'd like it. But if you're ambivalent on Umamusume, you need to watch it. If you're like, I don't really care, you should go watch it. If you hate it, don't watch it. You're obviously not in the right mindset for it. But like, if you don't know, I think it transcends. It is the one with Agnes Tachyon. It's Poke as your main character, who's your gung-ho, I'm gonna be the strongest, classic like shonen protag vibes. It's got Agnes Tachyon as your like antagonist early on, who's like the rival. It's about rivalry. It's about competition. It's a stupidly good movie, and Tiamopera O is like your final boss in that movie, and so she's in there. But also, if you like opera, you can also just go watch Road to the Top, which has opera in it as well, because Opera O is, you know, God King, the overlord of Century's End herself. Yes, Yona, you got it. Nice. We're seeing clips and gifs, and it looks really good. It's really good. Like, the story is good, the soundtrack, the sound design is really good, the characters are really good. Like, Yona, I know you're a movie person. I think you will love it. I seen that you talked about the Vivitch. We've done this before. I think if there's anything I'm gonna recommend to you, Yona, you gotta go try it out at some point in the next like 3 years. I'll give you a big berth on that one. You get to choose anytime in the next 3 years to see it, but I need you to. The animation, the characters, the story, the sound design. There are so many good scenes where there's like like little to no background sound. Like it's not like every so often you get like a movie that just feels like a trailer, or like right now even like we're just doing a game where there's just like some background peppy little music in the back. But like there are so many good scenes where it's just two characters sitting on like a park bench, like in front of a vending machine, and like at most you get the hum of the vending machine, and it's just them talking about like not being good enough, about like being afraid, about like what ifs and possibilities, because Fuji Hiseki, it's Fuji Sekeki, Poke's Senpai, is talking about like, yeah, I only was able to race 4 times before I got my leg injury, and I always think back on that, and I always think like, what would have happened if I didn't get my leg injured? Would I have been like a star? Would it have been like different? I keep replaying those 4 races in my mind, and she's talking to Poke, who's been like, yeah, I won the derby, but like, what if Takion was there? Would I have lost? And she keeps replaying it. And it's such a good movie. So bad at watching anything anymore. So many movies I need to catch up on. Yeah. Yeah. Movies are a little bit tougher too, because just finding the right time for it in some cases. Semi-related but unrelated. Sorry to change topic. I've been watching The Amazing Digital Circus. I mentioned that yesterday as well, earlier on. But like, I get it. I'm glad that I was recommended that multiple times. I'm not done with it. I will be done with it tomorrow. I got to episode 7 today, which is the one where they have the fake adventure to escape, which was all set up, and like, it's getting bad for them, and it's getting good for me. My only complaint is that the series kind of feels like one of those like, we're gonna make it about lore in a way, and like I don't know if what the fandom's like, but I can imagine the fandom getting really into like I care about the lore, like what is CNA, and I don't really care about CNA. I do, right? Like I am human. I am like, oh man, I can't wait to see what CNA is. But realistically, I don't care if they never explain CNA. I just like the like Pomni, Jax, and Ragatha, and like their duo of like this push and pull between Pomni's soul, but not really, because it doesn't actually need to be that. But for some reason, Ragatha thinks it is, and then Jax is not being honest with his feelings, and it's just it's a very fun character-driven show. IMO. It's very cool. Really didn't watch the one though, because it looks really good. It really is good. And Backrooms, yes. Yeah, I think we were talking about that the other day, Yona, because you're also horror adjacent as well, because we were talking about during Alan Wake, right? Backrooms and Obsession are the 2 hot topic movies, horror movies that came out recently, right, Yona? If I'm gonna recommend one in the general, it would be Backrooms, because I think it's the better movie. But if you want to, Obsession is not a bad movie by all means. It's a very hot take. It's a very funny movie. It's a very good movie. It's a very like the story is like it's a movie that like you should see in theaters or you should see with other people theoretically. I don't know. I can't describe it in words effectively well without like going into everything, but like it works. It's just a good movie. It's a very good packaged product. But I think Backrooms has the bigger staying power in it. Yes, Teal, you're not wrong. I want to. It's not out, like, in America yet, is it? I know it was released on, like, the Cannes Film Festival or something similar last year, and I could probably find it, right? Yes, Yona, yes, they did. And I've been wanting to do for the longest time, once it finally, like, at least gets an official release, or when I find the time for it. I want to play the game and then watch the movie, or vice versa. I don't know which one I would want to do first, but I've never actually played the game. I just know the vague idea of the game. And yes, it is based on that. And from what I understand, it's similar to Backrooms in that it's... Because when you have a liminal space property, what you want to be doing is... You don't make it about the liminal space. The liminal space is the space that you put like 1 to 2 characters in, and you have them explore their like... their character, their being, right? Because for Backrooms, you have like 2 main characters, which is the failed architect that's running a furniture store where the Backrooms is located, and you have the therapist. And it's like it just explores their characters effectively, and that's what the second half of the movie mostly is, and it's really really good. And like Exit 8, I'm pretty sure I think it's you know, Femme Protag and then I don't know what it's about. I think it's about relationships for her, and it's just like, yeah, I'm about characters, service crew. You give me 2 characters, you put them in a messed up situation, then I want to see what relationships develop, how they figure it out. That's what TADC is. That's what Umamusume Pretty Derby Beginning of a New Era is. That's what this career is right now. That's what Exit 8 presumably is. Give me the characters. They're good. Off topic. I don't know if we have a topic right now, Yona, but I'm about it, let's say. Say all the time, and I fully believe Arknights should make the side stories into movies. Yes! Yona, you're cooking with that. I don't know why I've never thought about that, but after, like, recent developments in my anime movie experience, I agree with that. I think beforehand I would have said make them into anime, like little 8-episode animes, but no, just making them into movies I think is the better play overall. Sometimes the side stories can get a little bit stuffed, but I think that actually makes it more apt for a movie then, because you can really cut out the fat and make a really nice, lean, like 2-hour animated movie with a high quality, and it might be one of the greatest things ever. Actor Die is one of my favorite stories. I don't know if it would work as well as a movie. Well, it would. It's about movies too, actually. There are bits in it that I don't know how well they would do as a standalone movie, but like Actor Die as a movie would kind of go crazy. Just because of the meta movie bits of it. It does have a similar thing to Backrooms. Like, there's never really more than 2-3 people on screen at any time. At the start and the end. Dude, that's, yeah, Teal. That's why, I don't, hold on. Exit 8 movie. Because I know it was out, like, at, like, the cans, and I think it's out in Japan, and I don't know if they're, like, going to bring it to America or not. Or if I should just, like, go and... Oh, wait, what? In April? Oh. Huh. Hey, Spare Parts, you want to watch Exit 8 the movie? Like, let's set a soft date for Halloween, like around the Halloween season. That would be really fun. Maybe that's what I was just waiting for. I was just waiting for the right Halloween season. Hi, by the way, Aeon. Thank you. Also, Spare Parts, you need to dress for the job you want, not the job you have. Which means, boop. There we go. Dude, I like movies, service crew. Movies are something so great, man. Movies are something so great. Ace, have you ever played Final Fantasy XIV? No! Yona, I appreciate you luring that bait out, but I'm a strong boy. I'm not. I will not fall for the MMO bait. Not that it's necessarily bait, but like I've never played a Final Fantasy, which isn't like supposed to be a mark of like, look at me, I'm so pure, I've never played one. It's just like, I don't know, I have no nostalgia for it. I never played it growing up, and at this point it just feels like it's a I don't want to say self-serving franchise, because that feels like mean to it, and like I know they're all disconnected. There's not like anything that holds them together outside of like some very vague general themes, but like nothing about them seems super crazy to me that I would want to get into them. And so because of that, like, yeah, I don't have any huge interest in the Final Fantasies, but I appreciate the try. Shadow, you mean Final Fantasy 14 with a free trial that you can play all the way to level like 12? I don't know, someone posted the copy of stuff. But I know a lot of other service crew members do play Final Fantasy 14, so if you ever need to talk about it, by all means, you can. Just know that I'll be sitting in the corner just being like, I don't know what they're talking about, but they seem happy. There's a catboy that's afraid of boys, you'll like him. In 14? Okay, if you want me to get into 14, the only thing I would ever consent to doing on stream is if someone gets me if you ever want me to do a react video or whatever, find me like a 2-hour-long Final Fantasy 14 movie, and we would sit and we could watch that. That's the most you're getting out of me. And even then, I'm gonna be honest with you, I probably wouldn't want to do that. Because I like being a clean slate. I like being a tabula rasa when it comes to Final Fantasy, because then I can just say I can believe nothing. Then I could just pull out like knowledge out of nowhere. Actually, speaking of knowledge out of nowhere, the only 14 I know is Clock Spots. I love that. It's a very fun daily game. I highly recommend Clock Spots to anyone who likes daily games. That and Jerry Mandel. I have now officially gone back through the entire Jerry Mandel catalog, and I've played all 51 Jerry Mandels up until today's. It's kind of great. 10 plus hours? Far too long. Nice try. Thank you, Wisteria. Did you know the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV has a free trial and includes the entirety of A Realm Reborn and the award-winning Heavensward expansion up to level 60 with no restrictions on playtime? Sign up and join today. I don't know how to, I've never actually heard the place out loud. Have you heard of the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV with an expanded free trial, which you can play through the entirety of A Realm Reborn and the award-winning Heavensward expansion up to level 60 for free with no restrictions on playtime? Yeah. The other thing, for anyone that doesn't know, as a fighting game player myself, Final Fantasy XIV is like one of the big retirement homes for fighting game players. So, all my Final Fantasy knowledge comes from either you guys, the service group, or from literally everyone in the FGC. Because if you're in the FGC and you're like, I'm gonna take a retirement from the FGC, you're either going to Final Fantasy XIV or you're going to card games. Those are the big two. Some people pull out like Mahjong or gacha games, but like, it's usually 14 or card games. It's kind of insane. You can start an onion farm in your apartment in 14. Why do I want an onion farm? Brakos, you gotta get better like holes for me, man. Like the farming in and of itself, not terrible. Like I'm down to farm, but A, you know I'm more on the animal husbandry side, not the farming side of Stardew Valley, and B, onions. Onions. The build up, the propaganda. I retired from card games to fighting games. It always comes for us, Wisteria. It's really a cycle, honestly. We retire from fighting games to card games, then card games to fighting games, then back and forth and back and forth. I figured that would get your attention. It got my attention. But like getting my attention doesn't necessarily mean I'm pouncing on it, right? It just makes me like, it's similar to like in like a Metal Gear, right? It's like you have your everything's going normal, then you have my attention where it's like, huh, what was that? But then like you need to go further in. And onions ain't gonna go further in, it's just gonna make me go, huh, what's that? What's been the wind? And then move on. We need card fighting games. We already have fighting card games, Brakos. The Guilty Gear board game, air quotes board game, is already a card game effectively. So you're not, well, card fighting games are either Toho, Hisotoken, because you build a deck in the game for that, or if you want to argue, you can also say your only move is Hustle, aka Yomi Hustle, as both of those could be considered card games. I don't know if Yomi Hustle necessarily is, but you could make a argument for it, IMO. By the way, we're like supposed to be winning horse races, by the way. And with her is Mei Shidodo, a runner of equal ability who allegedly biding her time to triumph over her rival. Currently, they stand at the top as leaders of the Umamusume world. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I didn't prepare my vocal cords at all. Oh my, now that's a shame. We have such an audience today. I thought we could send everyone off with a song at the end. I'll go get some honey right away. Why, look at you. You're in tip-top shape. Come on back here. We have a race to run. Like she went to go get honey. That is good for your throat, service crew. I don't have honey right now, but I do have a nice herb peppermint tea. Because it's good for an upset stomach, too. Yeah. Ha! Yeah! Yona, I swear to God, if that's a Final Fantasy XIV reference, I don't know what that is though. If it isn't a Final Fantasy 14 reference, and I apologize. But I'm taking my shot that it's what they call it. I knew it. Watching you. You dang warriors of light, you. Wow. They're running like it's a bona fide race, not just a little scrimmage. The air almost seems to shimmer from the sheer force emanating from them. Their unparalleled strength is the result of diligent daily work.
Nah.
Marseille predicts that I'll lose spectacularly at the Japan Cup. There's multiple facets to it, but those two are a major factor. The wall formed by the people in the years above isn't an easy one to overcome. Everyone in my year following this path, including me, is doomed to fail before even stepping foot on their shadows. And when the next generation eventually shows up on the turf, even they'll surpass us in the blink of an eye. We're the weakest generation. No! This is kind of sad in a lot of ways, right? Because these are based on like the real life, like, Japan racing generations of horses. And like, yeah, they're quite literally leaving the shadow of one of the best to ever do it. The GOAT, the literal GOAT. Lurk on off while I work on some stuff. Adios, Yona. Or enjoy your lurking, I guess I should say, Yona. Alright. You want my optimal route for senior year? There's one. According to Parsei's predictions, I'm not going to win a single race after the Kikwa show. So this whole thing went beyond whether Shakur was capable of winning. The public's poor predictions were weighing on her too.
Nah.
Just because my fates changed doesn't mean the competition's gotten any weaker. Their stats are literally off the charts. Those two are always practically hand in hand, taking first and second. Anyone can see that. If this were a game, I could just put off the battle, grind out a few levels, then come back to challenge them again. But there's no time to waste in the world of racing. It's not like we stay at our peak physical forever. Instead of a 7-centimeter gap, now I've got boss monsters to deal with. Talk about the worst game ever. She's a gamer. Do you think Air Shakur would play Final Fantasy 14? No, I'm not gonna... You seem to be enjoying it, though. It looks like my hunch was right. Could it be I'm starting to understand her a little better?
What?
Listen up. From this point onward, the conditions for winning are simple. All I gotta do is crush everyone. If I can pull that off, that'll automatically default me to being the top runner. Her senior year starts almost immediately after the Japan Cup. It seems she's willing to share an outline of her future strategy and how she plans to run. Once I'm standing at the top, it won't matter what people think. There'll be no question who's the real deal. Her declaration makes her current grasp of her situation clear as day. Air Shakur performed spectacularly during the classic Triple Crown. However, public opinion on her remains largely ambivalent, and she is likely trying to figure out why. But if her response is to defeat everyone at the top, then she probably doesn't believe she's had enough overwhelmingly decisive victories. And in that case, I wish the wall was even higher. Huh? That way, the impact would be even bigger when you tear it down. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, and the more victorious that you seem. And perhaps she could even earn a title that exceeds the accolade of the classic Triple Crown. They're bad enough as it is. I don't need them to be any stronger.
Nah.
You're aware of how strong they are, right? I've already analyzed their stats. Now all that's left is to train. It's not enough. Something's missing. What do you mean, Opera O? I've got it. Doto, you must undergo a metamorphosis. Huh? A meta what now? I wish to make the upcoming Japan Cup a race to remember. I want to fill it with excitement like no one has felt before. If you, my rival, were to evolve and chase after me with the grace of a butterfly, the crowd is sure to be pleased. And what greater show can we give than if I were to become a bee and deliver the final stinging blow? But only you hold the key to this possibility. But I... Will you come at me, Doto? Will you charge at me with such ferocity as though to tear out my throat? Yes!
なんだ
The air. It shifted. Yeah! This can't be. They're getting even better. You mean... These two may be monsters, but even monsters have limits. The rest is puzzle solving. I could polish my skills. I could work on controlling the pace of the race to my advantage. The path to victory is varied. But it almost looks like Opera and Dota just broke their limits. And so easily, too. Even after the race is over, Shakur continues to stare at them in silent astonishment for some time. I need to go. I have to add this to my calculations. Are you gonna be alright?
Huh?
Save your worries for someone who needs it. There's no question of what I need to do. I hold myself to the threshold values I've crunched out and win, just like I planned. Just like I always have. Say, Shakur.
Huh?
What? What do you want from running? Why do you do it? The 7-centimeter gap is a thing of the past, and her senior year is a clean slate to work with. But what does Shakur want from her future? Isn't that obvious? I want to win. Victory serves as absolute and irrefutable proof. Who can argue I'm wrong if I win?
よし
She's kind of right. If I keep proving I'm right, then all the annoying background noises should stop.
やってやるよ
And to do that, I'm not gonna wait for anyone to give me props. I'll seize them myself. That's all. Props? What props? Doesn't matter. Anyway. I can't afford to fail at the Japan Cup. This crappy fate of mine has changed for the better. There's no way I'm gonna lose here. There's Shakur, the best of the weakest generation. She really doesn't stand a chance against anyone who came before or after her, does she? I guess the writing was on the wall. It's not like she was ever strong. She just got lucky. That's all. Damn it. I'll sleep. Gotta hurry and compile this. She got the doubt. Everyone's in society is against her. Would you like to have some salt ramen? It's my treat if you come now. Man, enough already. It's not the time for a leisurely bowl of ramen. Even if I can't win, there's no way I'm letting myself get steamrolled. Only if you admit you like Umamusume Predator beginning of new era, Brackos. Only, well, hold on, not that you admit it. You have to go watch it. We'll fund it. I'm honestly surprised. I would be surprised if some of these fits weren't like available to purchase, or at some point they were. Or like if you can find like a one online made by like a cosplayer or something. It is a good jacket. It is a good jacket. I do probably want a skill going into this. It's also a medium race, so maybe I do want to go mediums. I think I go for in closer straightaways here. I think I just get this to bump up my speed going into this. What? No! Wait! Oh my god, I forgot. No, please don't.
再ゲームウマ娘プリティダービー
Uh-oh.
再ゲームスウマ娘プリティダービー
So how long does maintenance last? And We'll conduct maintenance for updates to game system balance adjustments to career mode from 2 a.m. to 11 a.m. Okay, I assume they mean, wait, 2 a.m. to 11 a.m. Hold on, wait, what do you, hold on. That's not correct, hold on, go to the main site. 2 a.m. to 11 a.m. UTC. That's 7 hours. Will not be possible to play the game or use any features such as performing data link. Hold on. But it was at 2 a.m. it started. Oh, wait. Was I yapping that long? No! Wait! It's even worse! Maintenance announcement. We'll be conducting maintenance for updates to balance adjustments to career mode. Deletion of in-progress career data! Due to balance adjustments being conducted, any in-progress career playthroughs that have not been finished prior to maintenance will be deleted. No! Well, service crew, we did it. We beat Air. We got the triple crown, service crew. That's the important part. Oh man. Well, see, this is good. This is what they call a cliffhanger. Now, because I wanna just play the game a little bit. So like, I feel really bad about this, but I'm probably just gonna do her story off stream then when I get the chance. Apologies for anyone that wants to see how this ends, but I want to do her story, and I want to like enjoy it and read it, like a lot. And also I want to do more stuff next week. So, man, that stings, dude. Cool. So sure, let's do what do you guys want to do? It's so early. I don't want to just end. So sure, congratulations. We're gonna do clock spots in. This is the true final boss of today's stream. Final Fantasy 14 now, Bracos. Let's play today's puzzle. So we have to solve all the clock spots. Ready? We do this, we win. We're out of here. No player in the stack can cleanse debuffs. The stack is this right here. And the weird thing about this clock spot is that this says I am in the stack, but only the inner cardinal players move to the center. So the stack is theoretically on this guy, right? Like, that's the thing that I was having trouble with earlier today. I did this for like a second, but it sounds like only one player is in the stack and it's down here. But I also saw that no player in the stack can cleanse debuffs, which is, well, no, that is correct. All players must face away from the Scholar, that's fine. The Reaper is getting a flank positional. Okay, Final Fantasy 14 players, which of these is the Reaper? This game is bad and doesn't tell me which one the Reaper is. It just says the Reaper, and I don't know what that one is. The other ones I can usually guess, but this one I don't know. The player 3 counterclockwise to me is melee, so that's theoretically fine right now. No cardinal player has a single target DOT. That's fine. So the cardinal players are the 2 tanks, the one in the stack, and this guy himself. So it's something like that. Didn't mention it earlier, but I think I'm doing decently with describing the freak out my character has posting about it. Nice, Dolly. Very nice. Keep up the good work. How is by the way, how is the Center Maker update? I know like before you were talking about your thoughts on Center Maker kind of being a little bit rougher, but I know there was the update you had mentioned earlier. Hopefully that's been working out for you. Okay, this is good here. I think these 4, I think the Cardinal players are correct now. The Reaper is getting a flank positional. Is this the Reaper then? No Cardinal player has a single target DOT. We already had that. Inner Cardinal players move into the center. That's fine. Player 3 counterclockwise is melee. So that means it has to be the, this one. Oh, when they move into the center, they get, their vision gets updated. So you should probably be here. Good. Now no one is within line of sight of the Scholar. So what am I missing? The player 3 clockwise for me has a base class. Oh, I think it's just switch these two. Aha, done. Done. More efficient than 42%, faster than 69%. Pretty good curve there. I did burn a few more swaps because I was explaining stuff and I was just flipping things around, but overall, not bad. We did it, Service Crew. We finished Umamusume Pretty Derby, beginning of a new era. Final Fantasy 14 clock spots. Woo! Man, I did not look at the maintenance schedule. Shoot. Well, the good news is, Air Shakur wins. The end. But with that, yeah, I guess we'll wrap. Sorry for the short stream. I didn't know. My bad. Service Crew, with that, I'll be back on Thursday with Alan Wake then, and we'll be back on Sunday with some Ace Attorney. But outside of that, yeah, I got nothing else. Cool. Super duper early today too. I wonder if we can raid anyone that we normally don't get to raid. What's the usual suspects are on? Let's go. Let's go with Almontes. Almontes is doing some just chatting. I don't know Almontes' thing, if Almontes is just chatting into doing something else or if they're just straight up hanging today, but go check him out. Very cool person. Set this bad boy up right here. I still cannot believe that the maintenance happened. Very sad day. But with that, Source Crew, let's wrap. I know nothing else, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to catch you next time. Peace out, everyone. And see you there in 3, 2, 1. Go say hi.